So last night was the F1 75 live show at the O2 Arena, where all 10 teams revealed their 2025 liveries. The show was okay. Some things definitely could have been better, but overall, I'm not going to hate on it because it was okay. Now, as most YouTubers do, I wouldn't count myself as one just yet, but as most of them do, we're going to rank this year's liveries. At the top, we've got Hang It in the
Louvre,
A-Level Art, GCSE, Mid, and a Blind Man made this. That's our rankings, that's our tiers. I could do it in the order like the F1 75 event, so reverse order of the Constructors' Championship, which means we start with Steak, green at the front, fades to black at the back. Honestly, I don't mind it. I think it's better than last year, but it's not the best livery on the grid. It's not the best livery in general, but it is nicer than last year's. I do like the fade from green to black. I'm going to put it in mid. It's okay. Like, it is just mid. Like, it's not awful, but it's not amazing. Next, we have Williams, and honestly, I was expecting more from them. The test livery was amazing, in my opinion. I really like the test livery. This one, it seems the same, just with less design, if that makes any sense at all. Like, last year, you had at least a difference between a dark blue and a light blue. Now, you got nothing. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I'm actually going to put it to Blind Man made this. I know some people will very much disagree with me, but I don't know, it doesn't hit the same. I really want some. I know Williams are iconic for having, I don't know, the Red 5 livery and the HP livery, but this one doesn't feel the same as a Williams livery. We move on to probably the shock of the night, the Visa Cash Out Racing Bulls. I think most people expected the same, just like Red Bull, because they are a Red Bull team. Maybe a slight difference, but when Isaac Hadjar and Yuki Tsunoda pulled back the curtain, whatever you want to call it, and the white front wing appeared at first, you're thinking, oh, okay, this could be okay. And then it's just fully white. Turkey 2021 style. There's no debate. It's going in, hang it in
the Louvre.
Like, it's the best livery on the grid, hands down. It's stunning. I wish Red Bull did a change like this, but that's never, ever going to happen. At least for a full season anyway. There's something about it that makes it better than the blue. Maybe because we've seen the blue before a bit too much. But the white with the Red Bull logos and stuff just works. Like, it just looks good. Yeah, no debate where that's going. On to Haas, another bit of white. And again, it's a fairly decent livery. Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon's first season in the Haas outfit. I was about to mention the overalls, but I'm doing a separate video on them. I'll leave my thoughts to that. The livery, it's okay. I mean, it's better than okay. I don't know why I said okay. It's fairly decent. Like, the top of it, it's pretty much the same when the MoneyGram sponsor is. Apart from that, the white on the side pod in the front, and then with the red little accent lines. I'm going to put this in A-Level Art. Very good livery from Haas. I wish there was a bit more white at the top where the MoneyGram was, but I'm not going to complain too much. It's a very, very good livery. As someone who's followed Ollie since F3, it's just cool to see a car with his number on it. But yeah, very good livery from Haas there. I was expecting the same, I won't lie. I thought they would be one of the teams that would keep the same livery. But pleasantly surprised. Very good livery. Now this one, I think I've seen on Twitter, this caused some bit of, not debate, but 50% liked it, 50% didn't. I'm in the like it camp. I think it's very nice. The shade of blue is beautiful. The pink at the back, at least it's not getting in the way where the Alpine is. And the BWT logo on the side, pink, and then it's got like a dark blue outline to make it kind of look like it stands out, like a comic book type vibes. That's what I get from it. I very much do like this livery. It's one of the better ones for the night. Is it as good as Haas and RB? No. But I do like it, and I think it is a very, very nice livery. One of the best Alpine liveries we've had. I think only 2021 would beat it. And compare that to the last, 2 years we've had of Alpine liveries. This is very much an upgrade. So I'm going to put it in GCSE, but I'm tempted to move it up to A-Level Art at the end. We'll have a look back through. But yeah, very good livery from Alpine. Same can't be said for Aston Martin. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an Aston Martin. It's a solid car. The black on the side pods and going back does make it look a bit better, but I think if you use the same livery, it can't be higher than GCSE, which puts it in mid. It's just mid. I liked the 22 Aston Martin, I think it was, or the 21, but we haven't changed, which we'll come on to later with a certain team. But yeah, I like the black, and that's it. The green again, it's traditional Aston Martin green. I wish there was a bit more of that lime green accent. It's just they've added a little bit more black on the side pod going backwards. It does look nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they could have done a lot more. On to Mercedes. Now, in my opinion, they had livery of the season last year. I loved the silver fade into the black. I loved it that much that they decided to keep it, which is slightly annoying because I was expecting big things from Mercedes. The only thing they've changed is I think there's a little bit more silver on the side pod, where it ducks in about the middle of the car-ish. I could see a little bit more silver. Maybe that was just the lighting on the show. And it looks like they got rid of the Neos on the top, on the hoop, on the roll hoop, but added more silver. But there's nothing in the silver, so it just looks like a plain bit of silver with nothing in it, which ruins delivery. Which means it's going in mid again. And I was looking forward to it because I thought it was going to go in A-level art. Well, you're going from best livery of the season, in my opinion, to just mid because one, is the same. Two, you've added a silver bit for no reason. Like, why? Why? Speaking of why are we the same? Straight into mid is Red Bull. 9th year in a row, I think this is now. We've had pretty much the same livery without the purple Infinity. I'll stick it to GCSE just because it is iconic, and at least it does look nice. Like, they're keeping the same livery, at least it does look nice. I would have made Mercedes in GCSE if it wasn't for the silver at the top, because it's just, why have you just plonked a bit of silver? Anyway, Red Bull, yeah, it's the same. I didn't get an interview with Lawson or Verstappen in the show. I think that was due to the booing, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen any announcements, so I don't know. Cool little video before they revealed the car, but I mean, they always do cool videos and then just show us the same thing. A little bit disappointed, but what did we expect from Red Bull? It's the same. So that'll go in GCSE, but it's very far GCSE. Like, it'd be like here, barely GCSE, whereas Mercedes would be above Aston Martin if we're going to be in order. Next is Scuderia HP Ferrari, the first Ferrari driven by the 7-time champion Lewis Hamilton. And honestly, I like it, but I think this is the same for everyone. The blue HP logo ruins it again. Like, that would have looked so much nicer if it was a black HP logo, if they used the new HP logo just in black, or used, I don't know, an outline of black. Like, it doesn't have to be the colour black, like, even just give me an outline. And I don't know if this is just me, would have been at least a little better if it was yellow instead of white. Yellow just seems better on a Ferrari. Like the 23 Monza car, where they took inspiration from the hypercar when they added yellow on the side profile. Yellow would have been top tier, easy. But it's not yellow, so we can't talk about that. So white, don't get me wrong, white and red is Ferrari. Imagine go back to the Vettel years, 2016, 17, I think even 18. Was 18 year they had the white shark fin? Or was that 19? There was one year where they had a white shark fin as well, after 2017, I think. And it does look nice. It is iconic. Obviously, the Marlboro was white. Had another sponsor on the Cypod around that time. That was also white in the Schumier. It's going in A-level art. It's a nice car. Love the shade of red. For Lewis Hamilton's first Ferrari, and in my opinion, the car that should win the Constructors' Championship, maybe the Drivers. It's one of the nice looking cars for this year. To the reigning Constructors' Champion then, to end the vid, McLaren straight in mid, because I wasn't an amazing fan of delivery last year. It was better than the year before, but it still wasn't great. And they've just kept the exact same, just like Red Bull. But at least Red Bull's looks nice, kind of. McLaren's, I love the papaya. I just wish they'd go more, like, do more designs, like the test livery kind of, but not that wacky, if that makes any sense. Just the way it slants down the back, and then you get a little bit on just under the wing mirror. It's a bit boring. I'm not a massive fan of delivery even last year. So last year I would have put it in GCSE, but because it's the same, it's going in mid. But coming back to it, I'm going to change Alpine and put it in A level art, which might rattle some people probably, because they would probably put it in a blind man made this, and I've put all Williams there of all teams. But I'm sorry, it's a nice livery in my opinion. It looks good. So that is my tier list ranking this year's grid. What are your thoughts? Where would you put the cars? Do you love the Williams? Do you hate the Alpine? Are you an Aston Martin fan and put it top tier even though it shouldn't be? You know, just let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. We are on the road to 500 subscribers and we are almost there. So it'd be amazing if you could subscribe. We're getting closer to game territory now. We got April 10th, the Supercross. So anytime now, gaming content will be back on this channel. But before then, we've got a few ranking and tier list videos to come. So hope you enjoy them, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.